Hello and welcome to episode something, part 2 of episode 1 of 100% here on Super Retroid. The titles of my videos are getting longer and longer. I'm gonna have to do something. People can read, right? Unless people can't read because they're blind or something, are they gonna watch YouTube? I guess they will. So do I explain it or do I not? I don't know. I'm probably just gonna say no from now on and just go, welcome to part 2 of Super Mario Bros. 64, and if you don't know what show it is, does it really matter? No. Anyway, we have just done the Cooper the Quick Race, which is, well, this is the first level, so it's going to be a little bit easy, but I'd forgotten how enjoyable this game is. But I can pick holes in it if I must. I mean, I don't think it's aged terribly well. I think there are better N64 games. Well, better games that look a lot better than this. Excuse me. Especially after the expansion pack came out. There are some beautiful looking games on this console. I think probably the best looking game is Star Wars Rogue Squadron with the expansion pack. Without the expansion pack, it's still fairly beautiful looking, but with that little bit of extra memory, it's awesome. Anyway, I was reading a poster today, don't know why, and it was saying that it's only 16-bit sound on the N64, which I was quite surprised at. I don't really know what that means, it's just a number, but surely the SNES had 16-bit sound, did it not? So is this really a step up? It's a bit of a disappointment. It's a shame. But never mind. It does not stop your enjoyment of this game or any of the games because they are fan-bloody-tastic. So I don't know if I'm going to do all the levels in order because you do have to get the caps. There's 3 caps to get, which are like a special move if you guess, if you don't know anything about Super Mario. If you do know about it, you know what I'm going on about. And especially there's this stage up here. When we get to this tree, if I don't fuck it up again, there's a cannon up here, and you have to shoot it through the rings. And if you get all of them, you have to get there's like a ring of rings, and then one in the center, and you have to get all 5. You don't have to get them all at once. You can fly around. Well, when you've got the wing cap and get them. So if you haven't got that, you have to shoot yourself out of the cannon at least 5. Well, probably 3 or 4 times, but it's quite difficult to judge where you're going to be. As soon as you've got the wing cap and can fly, you can do it in one attempt. You shoot yourself roughly into the centre and then pull back when you get to the end and you fly through all of them. So, anyway, we've got to find the red coin. He says there's a lot of different stuff to do in this game. Most of it is fairly similar, like go here, defeat a boss, go to somewhere else. The red coin ones are probably the most difficult because you have to do it on 1 life. And you have to pretty much explore the entire stage. But I think it's good. You wouldn't see all of it otherwise, I don't think. It's good because a lot of these tasks, I guess you could call them, you can pretty much rush through and do first time. Anyway, this is class, isn't it? It's so you can get up these steep hills. This is the first level, and the smile on your face already is just immense. If you've never played this, you are missing out on just an experience and a half. Is it as good as Galaxy? It's difficult to say because Galaxy is fan-bloody-tastic. Probably technically it's better than this, but I don't know. I think there's just something magical about this game. I love it. I absolutely love it to bits. As you can probably tell by my gooiness. Now, I was going to do Blast Corps on this show, and I did say that I'd like to complete something before I start something else, but to be honest, I might do both and run them alongside each other because I just really want to play that game, and I really want to show some footage of it because I just absolutely love it to bits. And there isn't that much footage of it, so I think it might get a few views, well, hopefully, but the rest of my videos haven't yet, that's the magic word. And there's that guy, there's that Koopa Trooper without his shell, oh bless him, I've stolen his shell. Poor little sod, I've made him all naked. Now, at the time, the camera in this was a revelation, really. It's still one of the best cameras, but I don't think it's as fluid and as responsive and as useful as we probably all thought it was. There's definitely times in this where you're not really sure what you're supposed to be looking at, but you know what, this is the first game to really give you full control of the camera and do it really well. So, no, this game is what, 96, is it? So it's nearly 20 years old, and I don't think it feels 20 years old. To play it, it certainly does not feel it. In terms of sound and graphics, yes, okay, it's 20 years old. But in terms of the experience, no, it's not 20 years old. If they made this today in high definition, I still think it would be the best game of the year by a mile, because it's just the most fun. All the levels are great, they're well designed. This one is a little bit boring, but it's the first level. They're trying to ease you in. I mean, there's never been a game like this before, so you can definitely see that they're trying to bring you in gently, and then in the later levels they're like, right, you've gotten used to it now you're fucked. We are going to throw so much shit at you, and it's fantastic. The only levels I don't really like in this game, well, the only one level I don't like that I can remember is it's the one with the sunken ship and the eel. I just don't like underwater levels, and on this one it's the first time Super Mario has got a limited amount of oxygen, so you can only stay under the water for, I don't know, I think it's a minute or so, something like that. So it's a fairly long time, and as long as you keep coming up for air, you're okay. But I think there are, if I remember rightly, some missions where you have to stay under the water and collect bubbles so you can continue breathing. And oh fudge, I missed that one. Got to go right back up the hill. Great, thanks a bunch. Yeah, so I'm not looking forward to doing those levels, but I'm going to do them all. There is also, as well as the stars in the levels, there's 15 worlds, if you like, and 6 stars on each, so that's only 90 stars. There is 120 in total in this game, I looked it up. So there's 30 in the castle, in the wing stages, there's like special stages, and I guess in the Bowser stages, so there's a lot to get through. I mean, we've got 3 stars so far, and we've been playing for nearly 20 minutes. So this program, this episode of 100% could last a very long time. It could go on for a year or so, but who cares? I love watching Super Mario. He's fantastic. And it is one of those games where you can watch, you don't necessarily have to play. I think it's not as fun watching, but it's certainly enjoyable. When I first played this game, me and my friend actually rented it for 24 hours and stayed up all night playing it, and I was just as happy watching it as playing it. I mean, I found the controls fairly difficult to get to grips with at first, because I'd never used an analog controller before. I mean, pretty much nobody had. There was an analog controller on the Saturn for Nights into Dreams, but that was it, really. Now, that is a game and a half. I do have a copy of Nights on the Saturn. I don't, however, have the controller, so it's fairly difficult to play because you have to be pretty precise. So I might eBay it and see if I can get one of those controllers, and if I can, I might do a review on it, actually. But the next review I'm going to do is a game that is very dear to my heart. So I'm going to be probably quite soppy. I'm also going to try and record it in a different way. I've been recording it in a different room because the lighting there is great, but the sound quality on the videos where I'm actually appearing is crap. So I want to do a better job of it. But anyway, I'll try. I have no promises. Yeah, so we're getting near the end of this part 2. There's plenty more parts to come. I'm probably going to play it quite a lot, to be honest, and just record as much as possible, because I think once we get to the meat of the game, nearer the end, it's going to be quite hard. I mean, you're going to be seeing a lot of stages over and over again, because my skills are not great at any game ever. But there we go. Thank you for watching part 2. Tune in next time. If you don't want to play it, but you enjoy this game, then watch the videos. But this is the bit I was talking about earlier. You do need the wing cap. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass. But yeah, if you've never played this, grab a copy. There's different versions of it on the Nintendo DS, so they're probably easier to get hold of. But thank you for watching. We'll carry on from where we are next time.